Gaffer, if we start with Saturday's game, with a bit of reflection, do you still feel like it was a game that we were in for large spells and just fell short?
Yeah, I thought we competed really well. Obviously the goals are real disappointments, but I thought for the majority of the game we showed a good front of ourselves. I thought we played in spells. I thought we played well with the ball, but I want more. I believe we can do more. Never satisfied in terms of not winning games of football. Ultimately, we need to win games, because you can put on good performances, but listen, no one remembers performances if you don't win. So we're at that stage of the season where we just need to start picking up points, and hopefully that can start on Tuesday night against Shrewsbury.
Touching on our goal briefly from Saturday, it must really please you. It's central midfielder breaking the line and then one with a late box run to grab our equaliser. Yeah,
but if you look at the goal, I think our goal was probably one of the best in the league, but no one remembers it if you don't win. And these are what I'm trying to say to the players as well. As well as we played in patches, we need to do it for longer. But again, the goal was obviously something that we've worked on. But if you look at the goals we concede, teams don't have to work hard to score against us, and we need to stop that. We need to stop it at source. So when the ball lands, we need to get up to the ball as quick as possible, get our bodies in front of it, throw our bodies on the line. That's what it takes to win games of football. Ultimately, that's what it's about, winning games of football, competing to the best of your ability. And if them moments come off where you do play well and it looks good and you score a great goal, then that's good as well, because you've worked on it. But again, no one remembers it because we didn't win the game or get something out of the game, which is a game I believe we should have. Because if you look back, I think we had that opportunity at the end. It crosses the line. We don't get that decision. But we could sit here all day long and talk about it. But sometimes you've got to move on as quickly as we can. And luckily for us, there's another game on Tuesday.
You spoke about that a lot, about parking the result on the Saturday and being able to get straight back into the game Tuesday, not dwelling on it all week. Is that something over the next couple of weeks that we're really going to try and take advantage of?
Well, we need to. The games are coming thick and fast now, which I prefer, because you're rolling, try and get into a rhythm, recover, get back ready to play. A little bit of tactical stuff, but again, we're at the end of the season where we need to just pick up points, and however that looks in terms of performance, we just need to accumulate as many points as we can, and it's got to start soon, because like I said, you can play as well as you want, but if you're not accumulating points, it doesn't mean nothing. So we are at the business end where we need to start picking them up.
And how's the squad come through Saturday? I know there's been a welcome return to the training ground in the form of Ben Winterbottom as well, who's been back in training. But how's everyone else looking?
Yeah, fine. Obviously, Tyler Walker came back into fold and made an appearance for 15-20 minutes, which was really positive. Obviously, Ben now has been out training. He joined in this morning as well. So, yeah, he's looking good. Josh Gordon, he's on his restart day today, so it was good to see him back out. So we're getting bodies back as well, which is a positive, because we need as much quality, as much availability as we can to help us going forward, because there's a grueling period coming up with plenty of games. So the squad needs to be ready to go, and everyone will get the opportunity.
And tomorrow night we make a trip to Shrewsbury, a big game, no doubt, and one that may look slightly different to Saturday, a team that might be a bit more dogged and maybe not have as much of the ball as Notts County did.
Yeah, so if you look at the past, 3 or 4 teams that we've played, they've all been possession-based teams. In terms of, obviously, when you're going after the ball, your press has to be good. You need to go the full way against them opposition. Obviously, Tuesday's a different challenge. It's maybe a bit more direct. So you're going to have to win your duels, you're going to have to roll your sleeves, you're going to have to battle, and then find other ways to win. But yeah, we're well prepared for that. We understand what's coming, but it's up to us. We've got to go and do what we do for longer periods in the game, manage the game, and do the ugly side of the game as well. Sometimes you're going to have to go and put your body on the line, make blocks, make good decisions, when to take a touch, when to hook it on. These are all going to be a factor of the games coming forward, and it's up to us now to... Yes, we're not happy with where we are, but there's only us that can fix it. And I believe in the players in the building that, yes, they're hurting and they want to put it right, but talk is cheap. You've got to go and do it on the pitch, and luckily enough, we've got games coming thick and fast, so hopefully we can put it right.
And how important is it that we tap into that it is us, it's all about us, and not to worry about how other teams are doing? We go Saturday to Tuesday to go and get them 3 points.
Yeah, and again, I'm trying to say to the players, try and be calm, try and play with a calmness, because if you play tense, it only gets worse. So you try and play with a bit of freedom, but from the structure and that real work ethic in terms of getting up and competing, because you know yourself, if you leave everything on the pitch, no one can ever have an excuse against you, and that's something that I'm trying to drive into the players, that mentality. If you run and work hard, you've got quality that will come through, but do the hard yards first. They're the ones that get you recognition from obviously just your supporters, the opposition, and then you know they think we're up against in a tough game here against players that are really up for it, and again your supporters will back that all day long. If they're sure that you're working to your maximum and leaving everything on the pitch, they'll back you all day.
Cheers, Gaffer.
No problem.